Hidden Teachings of the Dao De Jing. Hello everyone. If you're watching this, I believe you already have some connection with the Dao De Jing. Perhaps you've studied it, reflected on it, or simply felt its quiet call at some point in your life. Whatever brought you here, it's not by chance. The Dao has a way of drawing near those who are ready to listen. Today, I want to share a few insights from my new book, Awaken the Tao. These are rarely discussed elsewhere, yet they hold the power to truly transform how we understand the Tao and live it in daily life. We often think of the Dao De Jing as a philosophical treasure, a poetic reflection on simplicity and balance. And indeed it is that, but it is also much more. Beneath its gentle words lies a secret book of cultivation, a living manual of Taoist spiritual practice. If this resonates with you, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more inspiring content. Taoist cultivation is a profoundly human-centered endeavor, yet one that is deeply rooted in the rhythms of the natural world. Its foundation is the dual cultivation of innate nature, xìng, and the vital current of life that shapes our destiny, mìng. A journey to align the microcosm of the individual with the vast macrocosm of heaven and earth. Taoism teaches that we are not separate from nature, but expressions of it. Just as rivers flow and seasons turn, our lives too unfold according to the spontaneous order of the Tao, what the sages call zìng, being so of itself. Through cultivation, we learn to live in harmony with this natural rhythm, to act without force, to let the spirit of heaven move freely within us. The purpose of this path is to restore harmony and wholeness, to unify body, mind, and spirit into a single flowing continuum. When we attune our inner world to the greater order of the cosmos, we begin to experience the sacred unity of heaven, earth, and humanity. In this harmony, life becomes effortless and luminous. The ordinary transforms into a vessel for the extraordinary, physical vitality, mental clarity, emotional balance, inner stillness, and ultimately the realization of our true, original nature, the Tao within. As I write in the opening of my new book, Awaken the Tao, life is a journey, and the journey itself is the practice of being. To live is to cultivate the art of presence. To practice is to embody wisdom in action. If these words speak to you, you've likely already walked some part of this inner path. Perhaps you've experienced moments of quiet clarity, when effort dissolves and life flows naturally. That, in essence, is the taste of the Tao. The ancient wisdom of the Dao De Jing isn't just something to be read, it's something to be lived. In my new book, Awaken the Tao, now available on Amazon, you'll find the link below. I unfold what I call the interlinked path of Taoist cultivation, a journey where each stage naturally leads to the next, a living rhythm hidden within the Dao De Jing itself. It's a four-phase path, where each stage builds on the one before it, guiding both your understanding of the Dao De Jing and your personal cultivation to deepen, layer by layer. Let me give you a quick overview. Phase 1, the foundation of awareness, building a grounded understanding of the Tao and the principle of Wu Wei. Phase 2, the path of practice, bringing those insights into your daily life through stillness, presence, and inner balance. Phase 3, deepening the experience, entering the subtle, even paradoxical dimensions of the text, where challenges begin to turn into wisdom. Phase 4, the integrated state, embodying unity with the Tao and moving through the world in a natural, effortless flow. In today's talk, I'd like to take you on a journey through the first stage of this path. So let's begin with Phase 1, the foundation of awareness, building the ground for true seeing. Before any spiritual practice can deepen, we must first awaken to the ground of all existence, the Tao itself. True wisdom doesn't begin with adding more, but with letting go. It's about shifting from striving to allowing, from complication to simplicity, from forcing to flowing. In this first phase, Laozi gently takes us by the hand and invites us to look again, to question what we think we know, and to see life from a deeper, more unified perspective. Step by step, he helps us move beyond dualistic thinking, beyond the endless dividing of good and bad, success and failure, self and other, into the awareness that underlies all things. The Dao De Jing begins with a profound invitation, the first step in awakening. 1. Recognizing the mystery of the Tao.
道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。
Chapter 1. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. Laozi begins at the edge of the ineffable. He invites us to sense the boundary between the visible and the invisible, between the world of form and change, and the infinite, nameless realm that gives birth to it all. From a cultivation perspective, this means learning to rest in stillness, to feel the unmanifest source from which life flows. The quieter the mind, the more clearly we perceive the Tao within ourselves and in everything around us. This is the foundation of the entire journey, the beginning of truly seeing. 2. Returning to simplicity and emptiness.
致虚极，守静笃，万物并作，无以观复。
Chapter 16. Attain utmost emptiness, maintain perfect stillness. As all things arise together, I contemplate their return. Here, Laozi reveals the natural state of awareness itself, open, spacious, and still. In Taoist cultivation, emptiness,
虚
and stillness
静
are not withdrawal from life, but the capacity to be fully present within it. When the mind is quiet, it reflects reality as it is, like a still pond reflecting the moon. 3. The power of Wu Wei.
为学日益，为道日损。损之又损，以至于无为。
Chapter 48. In the pursuit of knowledge, something is added daily. In the pursuit of the Tao, something is dropped daily. Less and less is done until non-action is achieved. Wu Wei doesn't mean doing nothing, it means doing without forcing. When we stop fighting against life, our actions begin to arise from harmony rather than effort. This is the first taste of effortless living, where being and doing become one. 4. The humility of the valley.
江海所以能为百谷王者，以其善下之，故能为百谷王。
Chapter 66. The rivers and seas are lords of the valleys because they stay below them. Therefore they are lords of the 100 valleys. Laozi shows us the power of humility. Just as water nourishes all things by seeking the low places, the sage or the awakened one remains soft, receptive, and unassuming. This valley spirit is the essence of the Tao, open, nurturing, and inexhaustible. 5. The return to the root.
归根曰静，静曰复命。
Chapter 16. Returning to the root is stillness. Stillness reveals the destiny of all things. All cultivation leads back to the root, to the quiet center of life. This is not an escape from the world, but a rediscovery of the source within it. The more deeply we return, the more naturally we live in accord with the Tao. 6.
自然
Naturalness or being so of itself.
人法地，地法天，天法道，道法自然。
Chapter 25. Humans follow the earth, earth follows heaven, heaven follows the Tao follows what is natural. This verse captures the heart of Taoist wisdom,
自然
being so of itself or naturalness. When we stop interfering and allow life to move of itself, everything finds its right place. The sage doesn't resist the flow, they move with it. 7. The uncarved block, Pu.
朴虽小，天下莫能成也。
Chapter 32. The uncarved block, though small, cannot be subdued by anyone in the world. Pu, the uncarved block, symbolizes our original simplicity, the wholeness before judgment, ambition, or fear. To return to this state is to rediscover our innate freedom and strength. When we stop trying to carve ourselves into something better, we realize we were whole all along. Summary of Phase 1. The foundation of awareness. Phase 1 is about clearing the ground, seeing through illusion and remembering what has always been true. It is a rebirth into simplicity, an invitation to stop chasing the Tao and allow it to reveal itself within us. The essential transformation of this phase is from seeking control to trusting the Tao, from thinking and doing to seeing and being, from separation to unity. This is the groundwork upon which all deeper cultivation is built, the beginning of awakening the Tao within. In our next talk, we'll move into Phase 2, the path of practice, where theory becomes lived experience and presence becomes a way of being. If today's exploration resonates with you, I invite you to go deeper. My book Awaken the Tao offers a complete framework for understanding and practicing the wisdom of the Dao De Jing, not as abstract philosophy, but as a living path of inner transformation. May this ancient wisdom guide you towards stillness, clarity, and the effortless grace of living in harmony with the Tao. To explore these teachings in depth, you can find Awaken the Tao now on Amazon. The link is in the description below.